I just came back from a 3-nation tour to further our negotiations with the European Union for a free trade agreement, to attend the UNCTAD four-yearly session, and attend the Berlin Global Dialogues, where extensive discussions about the prevailing international situation between government leaders and business persons, along with think tanks, were held. I also had a number of interactions with businesses from Europe. If I was to summarize the engagements, first, we have made significant progress in this 3-day discussion between EU Trade Commissioner Maroš Srković and his team and our team on several areas. We have agreed to close 10 out of 20 chapters. Another 4 or 5 chapters have in principle been broadly decided, and on more and more issues we are leading towards convergence, so that when their team visits next week for the next round of negotiations, or the Trade Commissioner visits India maybe end of November or sometime in December, as we discussed, we should be in a position to make significant and substantial progress towards closure. We are working towards a fair, equitable and balanced free trade agreement, recognizing mutual sensitivities and strengths, and working in a spirit of partnership to promote trade, investments, technology flow, mobility, etc. The engagements at the Berlin Global Dialogue, along with meetings with my counterparts and ministers from the German government and some other countries, and a large number of meetings with European businesses, have shown that more and more countries and almost all businesses today want to expand relations with a resurgent, strong, decisive, democratic and aspirational India, full of youth, talent and skills, growing consumer demand, fastest growing large economy, doubling every 8 years, working towards inclusive and sustainable growth which opens itself to large two-way opportunities for the European Union, member states and India. At the UNCTAD, very clearly, India once again demonstrated that under Prime Minister Narendra Modi, we speak for the global South, we represent the voice of the less privileged, less developed or developing economies, and stand for collective action for global good, peace and prosperity. All in all, friends, I can share with you, India today values growth, rapid strides to meet the ever-growing needs of our people, and look upon the future with confidence and a spirit which is unmatched anywhere in the world. Thank you.
We will be brief because we are running out of
time. Our train is running on so many tracks. I have a VC with the EU, with the New Zealand minister, where we are going next week to try and conclude substantially close negotiations for a free trade agreement with New Zealand. Before I came here, I had parliamentarians from EU who are very keen that we conclude the EU FTA. So, too many things happening simultaneously. And we have a program which I am yet to attend. And a meeting with the EPCs and industry associations later for over dinner. So, brief questions pertinent to the subject at hand.
How many new chapters were closed during your visit?
No, this was not a negotiation now. This was a high-level engagement. So, as I said, 10 chapters are closed, 4 or 5 we have substantially agreed on what has to be done. Negotiating teams do the closure, the legal wording and this and that. At our level, we don't sit with pen and pencil and do chapter closing. बहुत विस्तार से बात हुई है और भारत ने अपने विचार सीबैन के बारे में बहुत तीव्रता से रखी है.
There is no consensus on CBAM so far.
It's moving in the right direction. अमेरिकाना ट्रेन कई ट्रैक्स पे चल रही है, वो भी एक ट्रैक है जिस पे प्रगति होगी.
So, the talks with the Russia-led Eurasian Economic Union, when are they expected to start after the POR has already been finalized?
We'll finalize and let you know. Right now we are completely busy with many other engagements.
So you've spoken about the mobility aspect as well of the India EU FTA. Could you tell us that whether it will be on the scale which is higher than the UK FTA?
See, the mobility is required for services, for provision of services of certain type, not necessarily all. And we are addressing all the requirements that are there to be able to make the services agreement robust and fulfilling. I did not say that. Well, negotiations are in the negotiating room. We don't negotiate before this. एक रिकॉर्डिंग कुछ चीजें तो रिकॉर्ड करके रख लिया करो तुम क्या से. Monday or Tuesday we are going.
And so any area of focus that you are likely to focus on with this visit, sir?
In
With the free area.
New Zealand, it is largely around the free trade. This visit and investments, two areas.
Area specific sector that you will be talking about.
Free trade agreement तो सभी होता है ना boss. Obviously, free trade agreement is a full agreement about trade.
Any other question of Europe?
So just one. Sir, today's statement from the government mentioned that CBAM, steel, auto and some EU regulations are the key sensitive issues which are solved. Are these the only issues, sir, which are the main sticking point right now and the rest is resolved?
We made huge progress. Probably I have not seen the statement, but they may have highlighted the more relevant issues which business sectors would also like to know about. But by and large, the discussions are progressing at a very good pace and in the right direction. So they might have culled out that these four are the more important issues that need to be resolved. Obviously, there are many others, but at different stages of progress, which seems to be in the right direction.
Sir, you are hopeful to meet the December deadline for the EU trade deal?
अब पुरानी बातें फिर वो रिकॉर्डर चलाना पड़ेगा. We never negotiate with deadlines. I already said that so often that now it has become international news. Forget national news.
But we have a deadline, sir, right?
Who said that? कौन सी deadline?
There is a December deadline.
नहीं, आपको मैंने कई बार कहा है कि एक गाइडेंस मिलती है लीडर से, पर गाइडेंस डजंट मीन कि आपको जो भी करना पड़े आप करके खत्म करो. अच्छा डील होना चाहिए, दोनों के लिए, दोनों पक्षों के लिए फायदेमंद होगा तो डील हो जाएगा. फिर दिसंबर के नवंबर में भी हो सकता है और जनवरी में भी हो सकता है, 6 महीने बाद भी हो सकता है और नहीं भी हो सकता है. तो कोई डेडलाइन नहीं, दोनों तरफ को डील अच्छा मिले तब डील हो जाएगा. आखिर ऑस्ट्रेलिया, यूएई तो 90 दिन में हो गए थे और कई बार कोई डील्स होने के बाद भी कई महीनों तक डिले हो जाते हैं.